Yo, what's up guys, it's TheSurrealAndre aka New Era X Saint, and I am finally, this is a complete VC. If there is a way to get VC in this game, it is in this video. A complete VC guide on how I get my VC, how I do not buy VC, and how I always have such a large amount of VC on me at any given time. And now the foundation of this, you probably saw it coming, the foundation of this is MyGM mode. But here's the thing that makes it a lot more different than other people. A lot of people that sim this MyGM mode, they only sim it and get like 600 to 800 VC each time. I have the roster. I personally went to go set up this roster so that when you sim this, you get anywhere from 12 to maybe 1400 each time you sim it. And now this is on Xbox One. If you are on PS4, the link will be in the description for someone else's roster that works the same way mine does. And now all you want to do is just go into the search for Gamertag, type in New Era X Saint. You see it right there at the bottom next to my player, whatever they want to call it, my avatar. And you just search that up, or you can search in, well, I'll let you see it when I finish searching. There it is, TheSurrealAndre VC. Search for either one and just download the roster. I know the difference between this roster is that I didn't just make one team good, I made every other team bad. And I didn't just send them to free agency, I sent them to EuroLeague teams. Basically everybody except a couple 80s are still in the free agency pool, but it's not many enough to make a difference. Now you're going to choose the Knicks. They're the best team on this roster. They have legends, not just good people on this team. It's basically a MyTeam, think a all gold lineup. And I know a lot of the people that are watching this are MyTeam players, because MyTeam is the only mode that demands so much VC from you to have a fun time and be able to get the players that you want. So first off, I made it so that every goal that he can give you is accomplishable. I didn't put so many legends on it because you need to keep teammate chemistry high. Everybody needs to be happy. The first goal is to obviously win a championship. He expects you to win one because you're literally the only good team in the league. And there's no reason you shouldn't win the championship unless some craziness happens. The second one is to go ahead and, well, they're usually, all three are usually to get the best record in the conference, win the championship, and be top 10 in attendance. And there's no reason you shouldn't be top 10 in attendance because you're the only team anybody should go and see. Everybody else is terrible. I know. To start this off, all you want to do is just hit the B button, or O, I guess on PS4, and you slide over to options on the left, and press LT or L2 once, and turn all of those three on to make sure you get less notifications while you're simming the mode. And I'm going to let that save real quick. It always takes an extra minute. I don't know why it takes so long, but anyway. So as I'm talking about this, the current gen VC glitch is still around. If you're on current gen and you're watching this video, it's still there. All you have to do is, it's the same thing as the 2K13 VC trick. You just load up, well, you start 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 minute games. You turn off the rules to make sure that you can do what you want, and you just build yourself a nice little lead. You pick a good team, go up against a bad team. Before the game starts, you switch to the other team to turn off achievements, and then you switch back to your team, and then you go ahead and get yourself a lead. But no, the difference in 2K14 is that when you get to about the minute mark where you would usually save and exit so you can reload the game that you're winning, you have to make a basket, because the game saves itself on the last made basket of you know, whatever is going on in the game. So you have to just make sure you make a basket and then save and exit. And if you didn't get it what I just said, I'm sure that there's a video of the current gen VC glitch. Just look around, I'm sure there's one around. I knew a lot of people who made one. So this season is still going on, and I forgot to mention that obviously you should download the My NBA 2K14 app. You get a daily VC bonus and a pick and win, which usually adds up to around 1500, give and take. You just download that app and you get a daily VC bonus once every 24 hours, and you do a pick and win like you used to in all the other 2Ks, where you just pick which team is going to win for the day. And now here we are at this point. He gives you more goals for the season. This one is he wants you to cut down on the promotional budget, which isn't hard because you aren't doing promotions anyway. It's only because you're spending so much money on paying all of these legends that are on the team. That is extremely doable. You basically don't do anything, just keep simming. And the second one is another goal to go ahead and win the championship. So now you have two different goals that require you to win the championship, which you should do. I don't know why. I literally made this almost foolproof And if there's any time I sim this and I realize that I didn't win, then I'm going to update this roster. So this is a forever updating roster to make sure it's always winnable. So at that point, we skip ahead. I skipped ahead towards the end of the season, and there's the first goal that got accomplished. I clinched the best record in the conference, and yeah, this is where the goals are going to start to kick in. You don't see them kick in until you really start to get to the end of the season. I win the conference, and I don't know what's taking so long for me to hit A on this. Thank you. But all you have to do is just click B whenever people call you, and just make sure you give generic answers to people in the press and everything. It's very simple, very straightforward. I do this while I do things in the background. That's why this works so well, and that's why I make so much VC from it. I'll be doing homework, I'll be eating dinner, I'll be I come home from work, or if I just played a game. You just do this. You stack your VC. You do this whenever you're doing anything else. So there it goes. The game, the season is over. You get plus 200 for doing best in the conference. I know you're about to get another plus 200 for being top 10 in attendance of the year. And that's the all NBA first team. I couldn't trade Russell just because he was injured to start the year. And that goes to show how many people are kicked off of this entire roster. These are the people that are making all NBA first team. So this is almost foolproof. There's no way you cannot beat these teams. If there is, trust me, I'm going to update this. So there it is. You just give generic answers as usual. And here comes the first round of the playoffs. There's the extra plus 200. I know, a quick note. Whenever you see your VC earnings are being saved on a 2K Sports server, whenever you're at the screen where you can go back to the menu like this, do press B, because whenever you see that sign that says VC earnings are being saved, you need to go and collect the VC, or sometimes it doesn't register and it goes away after a while. So you be sure to get back to a menu to be able to collect your VC. No, you sim the first round of the playoffs, you go ahead and win 3 in a... Okay, not 3 in a row. Alright, go ahead and beat us, Detroit. Alright, now we're playing the Cavs in the second round. No, you should win 3 in a row. 1, 2, there it is. I know he's going to ask you for a sweep, which should be extremely simple. All you have to do is go ahead, sim that next game, and that's an extra 100. So now we're at 500 collected VC so far. Go ahead and sim this round. This should be a sweep against the Bulls. And come on, just sweep for the sake of the video, yo. So there it is. Again, 2K VC earnings being saved on a 2K Sports server. So, well, you actually don't have to do it now. Now, you sim through the finals real quick, beat the Kings, and can you sweep somebody? Thank you. So you beat the Kings, and that's extra 200. No, this is where they kick in. 250 for winning championship, 200 for winning the championship, and now you go ahead and press X. Press X. And 100, don't do any more promotions. So that's the plus 100 for the sweep. I know you're about to get plus 550 for all those goals that just got completed. You just get through all of this. Sometimes it glitches, just keep trying to get through it. Press A, press X, do whatever. I know here's an off-season goal. He wants you to trade or release Karl Malone, because there are so many legends on this team, not everybody can be happy. So that's another goal to get done. And there's the plus 550. Press Y and B to get out of this screen. So counting so far is 1050 VC. Already more than you'd usually get if you sim a normal roster that anybody else would give you. So now you go over to the front office, you go down to Karl Malone, and you go to release. Any other day I'd trade him, but you're only simming for 1 season. Go ahead, go down and click release on Karl Malone. Plus 100. So now we're at 1150. Exit out to that, go to staff signing and click sim up until. I know you're going to get another goal from your GM, or I mean owner I should say. I know he wants you at any, this is going to change each time. It's not going to be always this one. You have to read this one. In this one, he wants me to go ahead and sign an assistant GM who is a recruiter. For whatever the reason we may be, even though we have the best players in the league, he wants an assistant GM who is a recruiter. Usually he'll give you 2 of those. He only gave me 1 this time. Usually he wants like a CFO who's a builder, or you know, something along those lines. And your coach also, your head coach will sometimes tell you, I want an assistant coach who's better at offense. So I would fire Herb Williams and sign a better offensive coach, but he didn't give it to me this time. So this is one of those cheap times where you only get a couple less goals, for whatever the reason may be. But this time I only get 1. Usually you get, like I said, 2 extra more to add up to another 200 VC. But this time here, you go ahead, check your glossary to make sure you know what these badges are. He wants a recruiter, which is basically just a little, what's that, magnifying glass. So I look down, pick anybody who has it. It doesn't really matter. I've found one there. Go ahead and scroll over to the 3-year contract. The longer the contract, the more they'll want to come. So I just hit that. That's an extra 100 VC. So now we're at 1250, which is just about how much I expect for you to get each time you do this. 1250 to 1300 to 1500 if you get the extra goals that I talked about. Now usually if you sim to the NBA draft, your coach will tell you if he wants you to draft a certain player, and that's another goal to give an extra 100. Now usually, there it is, I was giving you an example. So now usually I would not do this, because to do that one you actually have to sit through the draft, wait the extra 5 to 10 minutes, well, like 5 minutes for them to draft everybody, then you get your pick, and it's not even certain if the guy will be on the board when you want him. So usually I'd exit out of here, but if you want to, you can do that one as well. And sometimes we'll give you a goal to keep all free agents on your team at this time, and I have it set up so everybody on the team is signed through next season, so that's always easy as well. So if you get that goal, go ahead and just go all the way down and click advance to next season to get that one done. But since I didn't have it this time, at this point you can just exit. And now you can do this once every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes you get an extra, what's that, 1300 VC. So that's why I do this miscellaneously with things in the background. That's the best way to honestly get VC in this game, by almost not playing it. That's the irony, and it sucks that it has come to this point where we have to do things like this to get free VC. So at the end of this, you go ahead and exit, hurry up and save so I can continue with this 2K. I know my player is being updated, you don't have to tell me. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Jeopardy music cues. Okay, so MyGM is there, and just go ahead and delete it so you can start a new one within the next 5 minutes. And a note, when you delete it, go ahead and I'm sure it works this way on PS4 too. You go back to your dashboard, and I guess this is the new way to technically dashboard a game. You go back to the dashboard, press start over this, and go to quit. That's how you exit the game. You're supposed to do this so that he will give you all those goals over again. If you were just to start this again in 5 minutes, he wouldn't give you as many goals. So be sure to exit the NBA 2K14 game and start it back up in a couple of minutes, and that's when you can do this all over again and get your extra 1300 VC. And I'm telling you, I know you have to be patient and like to be able to do this, because I know this is annoying, but it works. And if you're patient, I'd rather be patient and have a lot of VC than impatient and have to go and waste extra money on getting VC to be able to enjoy the game. So now the next part is go ahead and go to Blacktop. I didn't know this, and this is a tip for you MyCAREER players too. Since they took practice mode out of MyCAREER for whatever the reason may be, this is the way you can also go and practice your new forms, your fadeaways, all your moves. I didn't know this. You can actually just keep pressing Y, and it scans through It scans through all the people you can use in Blacktop, and you can go ahead and use your own MyPlayer and put your MyPlayer up against whoever you want. I usually put stuff against somebody bad, and this is another way to get VC. Whenever you beat somebody, you get an extra 160 VC, and by the time you beat them, you can go ahead and do the MyGM simulation again. So you can chain these together, or you can even go to the park and play a couple of games. I know, speaking of the park, for you MyCAREER players, if you play MyCAREER, this is so much better too. You can just play one a day, and if you play MyCAREER, I implore you to play on Hall of Fame. I know it's annoying if you don't usually play on Hall of Fame, but the biggest thing is passes. Watch pass interceptions. Pretend like you're playing the Heat. Everybody has interceptor, and just watch your passes. You'll get used to it eventually. Just play on Hall of Fame. If you have a decent game, Hall of Fame gives you a ×2 multiplier on all the VC you earned in that game. And if it's a key game, you get an extra ×2 multiplier. So ×4, and usually in key games, you end up getting 2,000 plus VC in any given game. If it's not a key game, I get around 1,200. So let's count that together. I play a MyCAREER game, let's call it a key game, I get 2,000 plus my daily VC bonus plus pick and win, let's call it 3,500. I do the MyGM simulation once, that's 1,300, that's almost 5,000 VC. And that's just playing one and doing one of each. I know I do the MyGM trick about 3 to 5 times a day. That's how I get almost 10,000 VC a day, not including locker codes. So also, locker codes are a big thing. If you guys don't really keep up on Facebook on the 2K page, please subscribe. I do release the locker codes when the locker codes get released on Facebook, so you'll always be updated on when locker codes come out. And locker codes give 3 to 5,000 VC, and they come out once every 3 to 4 days. So this is how I make my 10K plus a day, and I'm sorry that it's this annoying. This is what you have to go through to get VC to have fun in this game, but this is what works, and it works for me, and if you have patience, it will work for you too. So like, comment, and sub, guys. Peace out.